Oh, I'm not added. There I am added.
That was the weirdest thing.
What? Oh, just you. You're on. I see you now.
Okay, good, good. Yeah, it just saw. I went in and I just saw me, and I was like, "Why do I just see me?" And it starts recording.
This is very nice. I love the layout of it. Once you get into it, it's very nice. So we are live, you guys. Hi, it's Dallas Piana, and if you probably are getting a little notification that we just hopped on. I'm sorry, 20 minutes late. We had problems with Zoom. Zoom would not connect to Facebook. And I was just telling Lindsey that I was testing one last week, another video conferencing software product in case Zoom goes down. Because if you remember last Monday, Zoom went down for like 2 or 3 hours in the morning. And that was like giving me, I was just like anxious, like crazy because I was starting the workshop. So I just see 3 people hopped on. You guys comment below. Let's see if we can see you. And you've got to give, it says here, before leaving a comment, please grant StreamYard permission to see your name. And there's a link. So if you click on that, we'll see who is saying hola and hello. Okay, otherwise we don't see who is leaving messages. And if you want to ask questions to Lindsey, it's great to know who's asking the questions. Okay, so I want to, thanks for coming on today. And this is Lindsey. She's going to introduce herself because she does it best. I mean, she's one of my clients now. She's done remarkable in the Group Growth, Impact, and Prosperity program. And I'm so proud of where she is right now with her business. And Lindsey, why don't you talk about where you were prior to meeting me? Like, what kind of therapy business did you have? I know you went and you got other certifications. So why don't you share with the group what happened or what happened in your career?
Sure. I'm Dr. Lindsey Santellan. My private practice is called New Horizons Life Therapy. For the past 9 years, I have been a traditional therapist with an emphasis on adult and relationship counseling. Before I was introduced to Dallas, my business was established but struggling. I was at a point where I had a roadblock and I didn't know what it was, except to say that I needed some higher wisdom involved. And so I made the decision to hire a Facebook business coach. I liked what Dallas had to say. I followed her posts, as most of you here do, in the group and on her personal page. And I really saw that she knew what she was doing and believed that she could help me. So I joined the group. And ever since then, Dallas has it really laid out well in her program, how to start attracting people on Facebook using your personal page, how to use, several different, what would you call that, Dallas? Like software programs online that will help you to do various aspects of your business. Some of her tips I've been utilizing to great success. Some I'm not ready for. So there is a wealth of information available no matter what stage you're at. So I was starting from like ground zero, very beginning. I'm not a techie person, so some of the things that I've been learning have been just really good teachable moments for me. Learning how to work behind the scenes in my business. And so since I started growing my client following through my personal page via Dallas's advice, I now have almost 5,000 friends, max limit. I know how to weed through those people now. I've converted quite a few of them into my private women's group. I'm learning how to vet clients as much as they're vetting me. I'm learning not to be frustrated if you get crickets, because it's just normal and people are checking you out. That's something that Dallas always pushes on you. Just keep trying, just keep being out there, keep being present. And since then, I've stepped into a comfort zone that I've never known before too. I feel like the course has given me the tools that I need, but also some confidence as well, because it wasn't that I was ever self-conscious. It's just, I think, more of an ignorant standpoint. I don't know how to do something, so I don't do anything, or I'm overwhelmed with what I need to do to boost my business and boost my presence and my reputation. So I just didn't do anything. So I really do think that hiring a coach is one of the best decisions that I've ever made. My business has been booming. I'm out there. I'm starting to have a really fantastic reputation around my town in Wichita, Kansas. People are starting to trust me as an expert. So if you want somebody to propel you to those greater links, greater heights, I guess, yeah, definitely consider joining the group, because we are collaborating together too. The women in this group are really sharing some valuable information and forming some relationships. So it's about more than just learning lessons. It's about also finding that community too.
Yeah, great, Lindsey, great. Interesting. I just want to stress, if you're watching now or you're watching the replay, you are an expert at what you do, just like Lindsey. She has been she is a, expert therapist in her line of business. And we don't how can you expect yourself to learn how to market that you didn't go to school for marketing and sales online? Okay. And generally you got to learn from people that are more hands-on in the business, that are doing it. And there is a process or a system to learn that's going to take you from building your infrastructure, right? How do you attract clients, or not even clients? How do you attract an audience? And interesting, Lindsey, with you, we started, you wanted broad, we went narrow, and then you went really niche down to local. So you're even attracting locally on Facebook. So like Lindsey said, she is the only one in her state that does this rapid transformational therapy, which is remarkable. New technology, new modality of how to get unblocked to get to the goal that you want, which is extraordinary. So you started wide, we went narrow, right? Remember that?
Yes.
And then all of a sudden you saw who was coming towards you, like who wanted you, and started knocking on your door, so to speak, over there in Messenger, and like playing with you as you were starting to educate and give information and share your expertise. Certain people were raising their hands that were in her neighborhood locally, and it's completely shifted.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that eventually you'll go broad, but you evolved with who wanted you, who wanted your services, which is great. And that, you're not going to, learn that on your own of how to do that. The other thing, which is interesting, is Lindsey, you didn't know what to write. You didn't have a message out there. It was your Facebook page, like most people's personal page is all family and friends and talking and sharing where I went out and what we did, and this is what we're doing. And all of a sudden we shifted, because now we're attracting your ideal client, right? An audience that wants what you have to offer, which is solving their problems relationship wise, but then you expanded, but then providing messages to show that you are an expert in what you do.
Yes.
You did it with your own voice.
Yes. And that's important. And also, as you were explaining that, I also thought it's important to distinguish yourself in a way that doesn't tarnish your reputation. And that was something that Dallas has instilled in me as well, because just like she said about your personal page, it's all your friends and family. And for me, honestly, that included a lot of just controversial things and stirring the pot. And so I've learned to tone it down and figure out, second guess what I post. But definitely the people that are being attracted to my posts right now, I mean, I'm not even seeing my friends and family, hardly any on my feed, just the way that Facebook works. I'm sure you guys are experiencing the same thing. So it's important to me that I treat my Facebook as if I'm just talking to those people. and letting them know I'm a real person with, I'm still sharing personal things, but that's just, it has just attracted more people to be, see how authentic I am.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you've got a rhythm now. I see with your posts, right? There's a rhythm that she has created. She's created a structure and a rhythm so you can expect certain things will show up. Not that people on your feed, you guys, are not going to see your rhythm. They're not going to see your system that you put in place, because remember, their feed is being bombarded with all their friends. So they're just seeing glimpses of your stories and your posts. And they may take, remember all those touch points? Several touch points, several posts before they start to reach out to you. And in Lindsey's case, they're reaching out to her. She doesn't really have to tap them with her posts. So her posts are doing her selling for her, and her message is doing the selling for you, right, Lindsey? Is that what's happening?
Absolutely. And I really do feel like, right now, like this month, this week, I'm starting to get messages from women that just joined my group in the very early days. The first 10 to 50 women in my group are now touch point just now. They've been watching me in the group. They've been watching me on the personal page. They've heard me solicit my service, but they've also read comments directly from me saying, I could help you with that. PM me if you want. And, you don't always hear from them right away. Now I'm hearing from them, and they're finally saying, yes, I want that consultation call. So I've developed a reputation there too that, of course, coming right out the gates, nobody knows who you are, and they don't know, that what you're saying you do works, or it's even worth your time. But once you keep showing up, Dallas is absolutely right, then people get to know who you are and what you're all about. And then they start to see that, yeah, this person is worth at least listening to. So it takes a while, but, just with patience and perseverance, I can say, I think, did I join the group in March, Dallas? I mean, it was early on this year, but it hasn't been that many months. And already, my business is leaps and bounds where it was at the beginning of this year. And I can thank COVID for that opportunity to sit down and really work on my business and hire somebody like Dallas. So it's a process, but it's worth it.
Right. And I remember asking you a couple of months ago, what was the number one thing that you're seeing that's helping you actually put the program in place. And I believe you were talking about the organization, and the structure and the system as far as the calendar is. And I know, you have even gone further and have set up this major calendar for yourself to keep organized, because it's not once and done, you guys. This is something you are now she has in place a marketing and sales structure and system. But if she let it go and she stopped posting, or she stopped being visible and being present, her business would collapse, because people would go somewhere else.
Right.
Yeah. Right. So she has not, I give you what a calendar to start with, but I know Lindsey has taken that calendar and created her own that works for her. Some people will do it in Google Docs. You put it on the wall so you can see it visually. Other people, will do it on their phone, all kinds of, but it's all about putting together a system for yourself that you can follow every day.
Right.
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 Yeah.
I'm just more of that visual person, but yeah, it helps me to have it on a calendar so I can see what I'm doing and what I'm prioritizing. But Dallas really stresses using Trello, which I've played around with and I do use to keep my content of my Facebook posts and my Facebook lives when I do them. A lot of it's really, Dallas, you're giving me too much credit, because a lot of my own, what you say is my own way, is really me just dropping the ball. It's dropping the ball on saying I need to be posting this kind of content on this day. But I'm trying to do this, and I hope it's not annoying, but this kind of cutesy thing of like Therapy Tuesday, Thankful Thursday, Win Wednesday, Motivational Monday, Fun Friday, that kind of thing. To try to, and that helps me keep track of it, because then if it's Thursday, I know what I'm supposed to be doing, and people seem to like, maybe they're not commenting so much and they're not engaged so much, but I know people like to see that positivity go out there. So you're not just dumping on them all this information or saying, soliciting for your services in every other post. I mean, it's just kind of like what Dallas calls like planting seeds. There's more to me than this is Dr. Lindsey, this is my business, this is how I can help you. So I think it's important to vary your posts and get something that says, this is me. Another thing I was going to say is about the reputation part of this, and something that Dallas has taught us that's invaluable. And I know she'd give it away for free. It's not a big secret, but I think we've all been super annoyed at these people who, you add them to your friends list and maybe they have a direct sales business or something like that. And without even establishing a relationship with you or letting you kind of check them out, they automatically just invite you to their group. And it's like, who is this person? And, I don't want to join a 12th Cincy group this year, and I just think that, Dallas would teach, don't do that. Like, no, there's different touch points like she was talking about. It's let them check you out and then, see the opportunities for you to be able to comment on their posts and say that you're paying attention to them. Don't just invite them to the group without asking them permission first. Can I send you a link? So these are things that obviously those annoying people aren't getting because they don't have a coach. So, it might seem obvious, but I really think that those little tips like that have meant the world to my reputation. And I know I'm not out there just spamming people.
Right. Right. And you know what? Over the course of, just being a coach, having this Facebook group, people ask that, how do I sell my products and services, my program, my services without being pushy or spammy or annoying, because we have been bombarded with people that are like that. And there is a fine way to do that and to have integrity with your business and show up with integrity. And people will sense that, wow, this is a business. This is not like another fly-by-night, hobby going on here. This gal is in business and she's promoting her rapid transformational therapy business online. Tell us about that, Lindsey. I want people to know what this is, because it's really cutting edge right now in breakthrough modality for people to get unstuck and start moving in the direction that they want in almost all areas.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. I really want to spread the word that rapid transformational therapy is out there, that it's better.
Better than what?
Better than traditional therapy. And I always say to people, like, I mean, no offense. I've been a traditional therapist for 9 years. I get it. And I've helped a lot of people that way. But when I learned this revolutionary modality taught by my mentor, Marissa Peer, who some of you that are into self-development may already recognize her name or even know about what she does. But basically, she's combined the best parts of hypnotherapy along with 30 plus years of experience helping people transform their lives. And so now we have this program called RTT. And the way that I describe it is I say, as a RTT therapist practitioner, I help people gain freedom from their issues. And I do this by tapping into your subconscious belief, whatever it is, and getting to the root cause of your issue, pulling it out by that root. And then now you've got this beautiful, fertile, just freshly tilled soil in your subconscious mind. And I plant seeds of better serving beliefs. And so we're deprogramming you from your sabotaging thoughts, and we're reprogramming your subconscious genius brain to have better serving thoughts and habits. So with RTT, I can fix anything from skin conditions, weight issues, anxiety, depression, stress, phobias, fears, addictions, chronic illness, chronic pain, but even things that are a little bit lighter, not so serious, like boosting confidence. Maybe you need to get over your fear of public speaking because your job depends on it. I help people get over financial abundance blocks. Relationship blocks is actually my specialty. So there's really nothing that we can't address with RTT, and it works in just 1 to 3 sessions. So far, I have not had to have a second session with anybody. Knock on wood. I know it's coming. I know it's out there.
What a breakthrough in therapy. You know,
incredible.
As someone that went to therapy, you go for years and years and years, you feel like you're not getting anywhere. But to have something like this, and within 30 days, 45 days, it's like done. You're released. It's amazing.
21 days to build a new habit. So yeah,
okay.
We say that the session cures you, but listening to my personalized recording that I make for you during the session ensures that problem doesn't come creeping back. And yeah, I tell people, again, no offense to traditional therapy, but this is so much better because I'm now seeing traditional therapy as, okay, you come see me and we tackle an issue that you have, a pain point that you have, and you go away feeling better and you start to develop this scab over it, right? And you come back and see me and we're just ripping off that scab. So how could healing be fast if we just keep ripping off that scab that you've developed? And so RTT saves time, investment, versus going to traditional therapy for weeks and months and years at end. Why would you want to when you can solve your problem immediately and permanently? So I am really in my own lane here. I am the only, as Dallas said, the only practitioner who does this in the state of Kansas.
We just got a question. Do you do remote work?
Yes. And I was just about to mention that. I have been able to transition very seamlessly onto Zoom. And it's the exact same session. Like if you were here on my hypnosis chair back here, I might tap you on the forehead or something, but I've been able to adapt it. So I'm just snapping my fingers, instead of tapping you. So yeah, I've been able to do Zoom sessions as far as we did one in Australia the other day. So it's just a matter of, being able to listen, and I need to be able to see you at least at first to make sure that you're completely under hypnosis. But yeah, I do remote work and it's just the same. It's exactly the same session.
Great. Well, just to tell you, Heather is on, and Cindy is on, and Shannon and Karen and Kim and Dawn and Cindy. Lots of gals are on here. If any of you guys or anyone who's watching the replays would like a session with Lindsey, you can either private message her, okay, over in Messenger, or when we get off here, we're going to drop her calendar link down below in the comments. So if you're you want to talk to her a little bit before you book a session, go over in Messenger. But yeah, why be stuck, you guys? Isn't it? This is our time right now. Okay, this is your time right now. So grab it. And it's well worth the investment in yourself. Where, aren't you sick and tired of where you are, right? If you're stuck with something, whatever is on your shoulders and it's still on your shoulders and you've been carrying it around for years, it's time to let it go. And the same goes for marketing and sales. If you're still trying to figure out this whole, how to build your business online, it's really time to step into group growth, impact, and prosperity. Let's just get you, you will, like what Lindsey did, you go from nothing to all of a sudden you're booked, right? And then you keep the momentum going, all right? And you can go at your own speed. We have group coaching once a week. You can access me throughout the week through Messenger. I do private conversations with people right now. I have the time to get in there if you're stuck with technology or just stuck. We get in there and we look at either on Zoom or we do it on the Facebook video or whatever. I'm available. We also have a Facebook group. So as you want people to comment on something before you post it or whatever, we support you in doing that. definitely it is a collaboration of, and it's all women. Okay, just so you all know, it's all women, and there's a buddy system that we have kind of set up also to support each other as well. So it's really about, attracting the right ideal clients, knowing what your problem is, what your solutions are, what is your program and service is, so that you can zero in on the right people out there on Facebook that are dying for your help. And then helping you build your messaging and connections and engagement and touch points, and then also setting up an email system for you and your lead magnet, and then also putting together a program and service if you want the structure in place. So I'd be delighted to work with any one of you and have you in the program. So if you're ready, contact me over there in Messenger and let's have a conversation, or you can go right into the sales page and check it out. So you guys, any more questions for Saba is on? Any more questions for Lindsey before we wrap this up on this beautiful Sunday? She is confident, Cindy. She is confident now with her marketing and sales. Because you know what? It's interesting. Once you have you see the right strategies and you start putting them out there, some are not going to work. And then you move on to others. And then you say, oh, this works. And then your confidence boosts because you now are getting feedback from the people you want to be working with. And you're seeing what's working. And all of a sudden, your energy about your business suddenly goes flying up because your group, your page is alive with activity, right? It's like your baby, right, Lindsey?
Absolutely. Can I add something to that?
Sure.
I feel like, you're all coaches here, right? And we're pretty much everybody's a coach. So maybe it's like we work in tandem too, because maybe your business is stuck, or maybe you have an abundance block, like I can't charge premium prices for my services, or I can't afford to hire a coach, or whatever it is. I can help you with that so that you can hire Dallas and get those 500 points. But I wanted to stress that, we'll drop the calendar link in the comments later. But that's a free 45-minute consultation call where we can personally discuss your issues, your priorities, and I can explain to you exactly how I can help you with that. So don't be afraid to reach out.
Sweet, Lindsey, sweet. Great. So if you're looking for, you really want your business to explode, this is the program for you. You don't have to look further, and it's end to end. It's from beginning to end. I'm not going to just give you a little piece in between on copywriting or email marketing or messaging or how to engage or how to build a group. You're going to get the whole thing, the whole Megillah. So that's what's available to you. It's a year-long program. It's $550 a month. If you pay all up front, $6,000, you'll get $600 off. So, but there are payment plans. Okay, so that's available too. So let me know if you're, ready to go, and we'll get you started, and we'll be starting right away. I just want to thank you, Lindsey, for jumping on here with me today.
Thank you for having me.
Yesterday, so we couldn't do the interview yesterday. That drove, I don't know, how many hours to see you?
7, I think.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Okay. He drove from Columbia, Missouri to Wichita. So it's a long drive.
Wow. So she's in demand right now.
Yeah. Multi-state demand.
And I think what happens also is as you build confidence and you get energy going, you're starting to attract people now from out of nowhere. Right? You think it's here on Facebook, and all of a sudden it's coming from over here, that somebody referred you, saw you, referrals are coming at you. So it's amazing how your business grows as you become more confident in your products and services and your program of what you offer. And of course, this program helps with all that. So I'm going to leave it at that. I don't think people are saying thank you, which is great. I think we're done for today. So let's just wrap it up, and I'll be seeing you guys. Tomorrow's a bonus at 11 o'clock. I'm going to be optimizing my personal page and switching it back into what it was prior to the workshop. So you can watch me do that. All right. Lindsey, thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right. Bye, everyone.